So, hi everyone. It is time again for the Friday Five. And this one here is songs with color in the title. So, let's get started. At number 5, my pick is Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. Now, I did like Amy, but some of the things she did, obviously I do not agree with. And obviously, we know the trouble that it had caused her because she has passed on and she has been for a couple of years now. And, I really think this is like really a good breakup song. I think it kind of shows her like troubles and everything and kind of displays, hurt and anger and everything. I love that it has the older vibe to it, but more modern kind of lyrics because she does have cursing and everything in there and stuff. So it's kind of a mixture. And I thought the song just flowed really well. Sometimes her songs can be a little, I don't know. I think that one is one I could listen to her, by her all the time. And it just, got that pop jazz, I guess, kind of, you know, feeling to it, but with darker lyrics. So, moving on, my number 4 spot is Blue Jeans by Lana Del Rey. Lana just has that voice that's, I don't know, it's just beautiful. And, I try to stay away from things that are just constantly like relationship songs because right now they just don't fit my life. Not that I would like turn it off if I heard them, but, just not something I always want to hear. Lana, on the other hand, is one of those people I don't mind hearing just because I think she is a fairly good songwriter. Well, in some songs, she's a really good songwriter, and she has an excellent voice. And I like the songs that are more directly talking to a person or that are more story like. Sorry, I haven't had my coffee yet, and it's still kind of early, but I wanted to get this out. And that's why I really like Blue Jeans because it's her talking to a former boyfriend, about their relationship and that she'll love him till the end of time and, about how they first met and their troubles and everything. So, yeah, it's not my favorite song by her, but it's up there. So, number 3. Number 3 is Yellow Flicker Beat by Lorde. I think this song I just love the lyrics in it. You know, it kind of just, I think did she write it for one of the Hunger Games movies? Because I think that's what it's supposed to go to, because when you listen to it, it really kind of sounds like the character of Katniss to me. Like something that would really go with her. And it's just got, a fun beat, melody. Yeah, I love her voice in that one. So, yeah, Yellow Flicker Beat for number 3. Number 2 is Blackbird by Dido. Now, I am a huge Dido fan. Anybody who knows me knows that. And a lot of her music tends to be more on the laid back side. And while this one isn't like her going metal or anything, she kind of put a nice beat to this track here. And again, like Back to Black, which is kind of funny because Amy totally hated Dido, but that's another thing. I feel that the song has that good beat and everything, but with the darker lyrics. Blackbird, she sings there's a blackbird in my chest, so I think it's to represent heartache because that's basically what the song is about. A breakup or a guy just deciding that he doesn't want a relationship and, him just kind of leaving and everything and her wanting to know why she gives love when she just only gives back pain. And I really think Dido herself, just on the whole album, really, the songwriting was excellent, especially on songs like this because she has a lot of clever wordplay. There's, like the blackbird in my chest, and I think she talks about wolves, in her head and tearing at wise things. So there's a lot of metaphor in this one. And number one. See, I would have done White Flag. Probably Dido's most popular song, but that one's kind of overplayed even in Dido world. And also because White has to go to my number one, which is by Evanescence, and that is Snow White Queen. This is a song about a stalker that Amy Lee had, and apparently this guy, I think, even waited outside not just her house, but like her parents' house and everything, and it's kind of about how she was just terrified of this guy. I think Snow White Queen comes from Snow White, which is, I think, a nickname they gave her, which would kind of make sense because she's got like long black hair and she's pale and everything. But yeah, the song is just creepy and dark, but yet, of course, Amy and Evanescence, they can do it in such a beautiful, melodic way, and I think it's an underrated song because I would have loved to see no videos of that. So there is my Friday 5. Colors in the title. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.
Yay, yay, yay.
Obviously Nate did.